Hello to my watchers. What's God? And after watching a Woody Allen film that talks about God quite a lot, like my movies, even though he doesn't know how to flirt with philosophy, he flirts with what people say about philosophy. He has a very peculiar test that I read some years ago when I was a teenager. I was almost 18, and he joked about philosophy when he had a monologue making jokes. And his sense of humor is very peculiar. My sense of humor is non-existent, even though people say I have humor. Um, in tragedy, there's humor, but my book is about tragedy because my life isn't what I want, and it's about tragedy, love, and religion. And I will become um, John Lennon one day, but how I can become one John Lennon? It's really hard to become John Lennon. I have to sing, play the guitar, and also I could write a script and people can represent. I know an actor who is friend of my family and he can play the role. He doesn't look like John Lennon. I didn't look like James Dean when I watched again the plots, even though someone uploaded the ones without makeup because he was Jewish and he was living in my house and he uploaded without makeup and I don't look like James Dean. The secret to become James Dean, there are two tones. One is 55 and the other one is Savla. And I don't have neither of them. I only have the 55 and I can make the late movie who was um, Gigant. And if I have to make again the movie, I will give it all a go. I don't know, if you don't marry me by now or by later, I will marry James Dean. And maybe I cannot marry him, I can simply have to sign a paper. I believe if he chooses to, I will marry with James Dean and I can put a thing here to say James Dean. And it's a bit creepy, but I have decided that no one loves me, and it's hard to admit because no one loves it, other people. And the truth is, religion is for losers, and religion is for people who believe that something really great will change their lives. And that's totally wrong. The person who changed your life is yourself, or people who believe that simply a person who talks to you and asks you questions and never responds will solve anything, but probably won't because we don't have a conversation. And I have the talking with my psychologist once that I didn't have a conversation with him, and he told me that he wasn't ready because I wasn't out of my house, and she couldn't tell what she has to say me. And what she probably have to say me is that I don't own my life, and I have created quite a persons who are sharpening knives because I'm quite good. I'm fixing bags, and I'm going to change completely my business if I reopen, and I'm gonna live there and work and maybe study the other thing, and you're gonna be with me in that journey. And I know it's 300 euros you have to pay for start a business, and it's quite a lot of money. because you have to pay every month for social security. That being a person who works by themselves doesn't protect me, and the president of Spain has promised to change the legislations for well, he talks with me. I established the conversation sending a handwritten letter talking about stuff. And the truth is that I didn't say everything I wanted to say. I should have sent him my YouTube account, but I didn't. I have talked with several politicians, and I have read an article in the magazine saying that for creating a party you need three people. And I don't know which three people I will take. But I want an Arabic woman from who lives in Sweden, and she has lots to say about Arabs. And I haven't read anything. Maybe she doesn't want to come. But I need Arabic woman because I need a woman. Then I need a gay who is gonna be you, and then it's me. And we're gonna create a party. The Arabic woman is not concealed or taken. We want to do it with another woman, was the ex-president of Spain, the vice-presidenta or second leader in Spain, and she's career is finished. She's from a party called PSOE. I don't know if with her or with that woman called um what's her name? She's called. She lives in. She's called. No, ma. I'm really bad with names and what time passed by. I remember the other guy who is called Pipe, and I don't want to create the party with him. His name is I don't remember. But she probably hears this. She complains that I didn't remember his name, her name. And the truth is that I have a drink today from this bottle, and someone changed the bottle, and the water comes from a lake or or a, a river from a place that I don't know where it is. I think it's from a country that I don't remember. That is called where God lose his sandals, as people say it. And the truth is that I have to talk about Islamic countries, and what I have to say about my own religion, I didn't see it until I watched a movie. And I will recommend that people tell me what movies there are about Quran, probably in Spanish as Hope or in English. And I have an email, and people can send me things. My email is delacroix, like this channel, um, at like this gmail.com, and you can send me stuff there. I will post the link in a thing here, and you can send me stuff. Basically, I know people watch me because I have gone to the cinema and people are there, and people laugh about having a TV show, which is my TV show, and having the personality that I have, having these amazing skills for making light that I have, and using only three lights, which is the window. Today we don't have that many light, and two halogen lights. Well, this is not halogen. This is a old-fashioned uh, candle or light. Turn it on. Look, you see a little move, change completely the light, and now it's another light, other concept. I believe in static lights and static camera. I don't believe in turning the camera or the equipment, because when you turn the camera, you also turn the angle and you turn the lighting. So if I will create a movie, which is what I have today, is a movie of pieces, I will create a movie with natural light or something with a static camera. I have my tripod in my shop. Funny enough, I don't have the keys because someone lost it, and I don't know why. And I think the reason for losing my keys is because they're doing some business there and fixing my house, or maybe not. And I don't know, we have to buy a bed, and we have to. I have a work, and I have went to a work, and they never pay me, and I have to complain there. So maybe they will give me some money, and if not, if the company doesn't give me the money, I can ask for unemployment, even though I am employed in the USA. By so I don't know if I can take the unemployment. I'm working in YouTube, but I feel like I'm in unemployment, and it's really sad for me because I don't earn money, and because a person says to me that this Bully Allen, this is like the the I don't know the word in English. The tries the like the word is bolsa, and it's like, I don't know, a company that goes up and down in time, and my videos have gone up and down. I had lots of money coming from a video, and now the video is going down because I put music according to a guy, and people like videos without music for for eyeliner, and basically all my money comes from this video. And the truth is that people watch my videos, and I complain and my fame increase, and because I posted a wall saying my blog, which it take me a long time, and a film about a movie star that makes a movie. Um, I I think I'm gonna be honest with you, and Woody Allen told me to marry Marius because I love him and because I have a relationship with him, and he's gonna give me love. But I'm not too sure about it's Marius or it's Dalton, who is a person that believes in a religion, and his religion is the ones who go with a black um, thing that tells their names, and they promote a religion that exists like all the religions, but doesn't find the answer in yourself, find the answer in someone else who is God. And the person who owns their God or their personality or their lives will control their life. And Platon told to the board that the man who controls and discover light changes with time. and changes. Right now, the temperature of the light has changed, has decreased, and has become more reddish in the exterior. This is why the interior looks more daylight. I have to turn the lights in position like this and like this to create something amazing, which is a new equipment light. And I don't like this angle. I'm gonna do it like this. So, what I have to say, I was going to say you something amazing, which is that God is yourself, and yourself is God, and every religion believes the answer is in God. Protestant started the religion where your personality is a conversation with God, but you are God because if it's not you, it's the priest. You talk every day and you confess all your troubles or whatever. And the truth is that I believe that everyone has his path and everyone has the right to create their own philosophy, but people don't believe is the way of creating. And what it is I say can be rubbish for you or not, but it means something and I will create a point because mm, uh, God says that the answer to everything is believing in Him and He will give you light. Communists will say that the opposite, that God is the thing who corrupts everything and you won't have, and it will make you slave of it, which is one part of it. But I, who is a person who believes in something that I don't have a name for, because it's not anarchist, it's not Neoplatonic, it's not anything. It will be more Neoplatonic than anarchist. But the truth is that I want to find the answer to everything. And I'm in the path. I'm in the end of my path. I started 5 years ago on the year 2005. And now we are in the year 2006. It's 10 years actually, not 5. I keep saying 5. And I started a blog and I had a paper that I handed in to my teacher and she probably keep it even though he's a man and he's quite manly and he but I believe he's a woman in religion because in philosophy because he believes in feminist a lot and believes in some stuff like Sartre or whatever. I don't know what he actually believes because he never told about what he believes in. But it's quite funny because I talk of philosophy what I believe, not what other people say about philosophy. And I create my own way of thinking. And I created a theory talking about Platon. And I handed in the theory, and I didn't have a very good marks in philosophy, neither of my first teacher or the second teacher. Um, I do for CSCs, I think is the word in English, history set of philosophy. And people told me it was a bad idea, but my father think it was better to do TSCs with history because he wanted to prove to the teacher that I have a very good mark. In fact, I passed a subject called technical drawing, which I had a A in one part, And I started, and I will say I started a new relationship with God, and that relationship is you and me, and we're gonna be God. You're gonna be your own God, and I'm gonna be my own God, and you're gonna find your way. And I think the plan is to place a movie without sound, and every Sunday play the movie in the, or every day, I don't know. I have a TV and we're gonna play a movie, and I'm gonna place three planes, and I'm gonna probably not remember. One is Gijón from the distance, and in the evening, one is from the church from the start, from the entrance, and one is a tree. And afterwards, I'm gonna put in letters my my YouTube account, which is very hard to create, and I created something really amazing, which is YouTube without .com and my name, which is Delacroix, even though now is PR, which is a Greek letter. The start from the A, which is the start of God, and I have to find W, and W, P is from Paul, and from the circle too, which is eternity. But it's not despair, it's the circle. And my W will be you, which is my end of my life, which is finding true love. And my path in life, it's what I will say not the best, because I have been not listen for no one. In my school I wasn't listen. When I grew up I wasn't listen. And basically I'm not listen because I'm gay. And that's the main reason for not being listened. And in my working career I wasn't listened to, because people believe that gay people are telling always lies and they're not telling the truth, and because they believe that they're inventing stuff. And my blog is about creativity, not inventing. And the truth is that I have to be something that I'm not, and that something is what I want to be, which is a person. And you have safe with my placer or my brother or someone with my this thing that I bought that cost me 30 euros, and my mom didn't buy me because she thinks I don't need that, and she likes me with beer and I don't like it. I never like it, my beer, and I shave with different shavers. And when I tried this thing, I wasn't convinced at the first, because it takes a while to take away everything. But now I look okay, and it has three colors. I'm gonna open it, and every color corresponds with the thing. And if you open, you can take this thing out, and this goes for the blue, like you see here. It has a blue on the thing, a gray on the thing, and a black on the thing. And And the truth is that my beer it's quite it's not very strong, but it's quite overpopulated. I have a lot of beer. My father has not lots of beer, and I have to find the person who has lots of beer, which is my father. And maybe I'm adopted from Russia. Maybe I'm adopted from Bosnia. I don't know. My first memory was when the war of Bosnia started, and I came to school and I watched a video with the Queen of England, the Princess of India, Diana, and Diana was dead, and she was she was divorcing from his husband, and I don't know if I am the boy of this relationship, even though I don't look like them, so it's not true. And my father always told me that a king will have a life with a normal family, and I don't know if he's talking about you, Marius, or me. And your mom had a normal family, and maybe you believe it or not, but people start businesses. I don't know if I will start a movie theater, what I want, and I will create movies, and I will post movies in a sofa, and people can watch it, and I will have a screen who costs 30 euros, and the screen won't be very big. I won't have internet connection, and I will create a newspaper. No, I will create a movie that I will create by myself, and I will create competitions for people to win money, and I will charge 2 euros for a movie, and I will start buying the equipment and the lights and everything. I will create a studio of cinema. This is what I want to create, and people can create their own content, and they can have their own studio that will pay money, and they can create their stuff, or they simply create it and they get money from the views. And and I will also repair shoes and sharpen knives. I won't make keys anymore because I think keys are for stealing money in houses, and people don't believe me, but that's the truth because I see that people thieves the money. You lose your keys, you find it later, and this is when they make a copy, always coming home. This is why all the keys are made between 2 and 3 in the afternoon, and why all the people were complaining to me about the time I open, and the reason why they're complaining is because they couldn't thief houses and they couldn't make keys. And I I will sell all the shop's equipment and I can get some money. I can also ask for money for my unemployment, and I can ask for one money only, and I don't know if I have to hand it in back because the business is so good. But I don't want to do that. We simply have to open the door. I have the key here, and it's upper here, and I think it opens, and I can ask to my neighbor, which is um, Samoano, which is his surname, and his name is Delia. and she was married with a man and she died of cancer and he never overcome. And the truth is, I was his psychologist for a while, and she told me so. And when she was sick, she didn't see me, and she regretted she wanted to see me. And I should have gone to his house and drink a coffee. He asked me to once, but I didn't want to go, even though I like her conversation. But I don't know if I will open a psychological uh, therapy thing. And the truth is that I open it and I hear like people talk to me in the shop and they bring me us shoes or something, and I tell my audience what I have to think about everything, and a group of students hear my blogs from the exterior. They never see it in they never see it in the internet, and they come at 4 o'clock or something and they hear my blog. They come with the teacher. They always know if I go because I go with the camera, and I first open, I create the blog and they see it from the windows of the school. So YouTube is not everything because it doesn't give you money, but I have to create something, and that something is my own cinema, and it's going to be called Kino Hihon, and I'm gonna call my shop Reparaciones Nataoyo, but that's my old name. My new name is gonna be something different that I'm not gonna reveal right now. It's related to leather. From tailors, and I have created the account in internet, and I only have to sign in and give the address and create the name and create the. But basically, no clients come from the phone or internet. They come from seeing a tableau in my shop by when they go in coaches, and I have to write a thing, and I know you're here, you're somewhere. I don't know if you're coming with my parents. If not, do you think 18 or 19 is gonna change your life? But we don't have to marry if you don't want to. But I wanna have a life, and life probably is not the best because I'm gonna work hard and I hope to get my money, which I can't because the tax office, it doesn't take too much. People say taxes are incredible. Social security is quite worse because you have to give more money for social security if you make not lot of money. And the truth is that the video is almost half an hour, and I have to be honest with you, and I have to appear like this and tell you that I have an ink here with a pen, and that thing is for writing your name and my name in a paper that someone write 50 years ago when Einstein died, or almost like that, when he made a movie called Rebel Without Cause, I believe, and he said that I have to make Rebel Without Cause. I didn't make Rebel Without Cause. I make Jesdin is not dead or Jesdin alive. It's inspired in Rebel Without a Cause, and a little bit on his win of the Oscar, which it was when he was dead. I don't know if I'm gonna win an Oscar, but I have announced what I'm going to say. And if I will have to say again what I have to say, I don't know if I would say the same. People have told me to say that I have asked to sound whatever, but I haven't asked to sound whatever to get an Oscar. I have three wishes, and I didn't invest in an Oscar because I don't want the Oscar. I want the Nobel Prize. I won the Nobel Prize because I have worked so hard in physics, in religion, which is peace, because the trouble is in religion, not in society. And society manifests the trouble. And people believe it's always religion, but it's society and religion. And without society, without religion, it wouldn't be society. And I have discovered the cure to hair loss, and I have discovered that aluminium and that case that I have here, and that the police have changed, that heats with time of use and is designed in Apple, California, and made in China. And this box, who is actually not the box I bought, because this is a new box, and I had an iPod Touch in it because I didn't have iPhone. And I don't know, my cousin promised me to give me a phone, and he's not gonna give me a phone. I don't know, maybe I have to marry or something. But he break my phone, or my mom or someone break my phone, and he didn't hand me what I want. And I want a decent phone, not a crappy phone that no one wants and I have to have. And not neither my father, my brother, or anyone in my family has, because they neglect that I'm the last person in their lives, and I don't want to leave that. And you, whoever you are, and maybe you're gonna appear tonight telling me how wonderful you are and how wonderful and loved you want to be with me. And maybe we don't have to move to my shop because you think it's bad, but we have to move to the neighborhood because I don't want to live in a place that I'm not known for being a talker, not a fixer of bags, because therapy doesn't cost €4. Therapy costs hundreds of euros, and I didn't get the money. And I was exploited by the government because they denied my money, and the little money that I made was thieved by my brother, my father, and a person who lives in the countryside that, that came here and gave me candy, and he thieved me money, and he denied everything, but I know the truth. And the video is like 40 minutes, and I'm gonna upload it like that in high quality, and it's gonna take forever to upload. And the truth is that I'm going to upload my videos in the library, or maybe not. I'm simply gonna leave it in a tableau of DSL8 and people can see it. And I'm gonna put a place for placing coins, and clients can give the coins for my audience. I don't have the equipment for doing that. I have to buy it, and I will need an internet connection, but I don't want to have an internet connection. I want to create my content. I want to create a movie, and I want to create a movie of John Lennon, but for me it's overwhelming. and I don't have the look of John Lennon, but I will talk like John Lennon, and I have to hear his voice. And it takes me forever to do that. It took me almost a year to create the insane look. And also, the makeup of John Lennon is not very hard because he didn't wear many makeup. But the thing who scares me is that I don't have hair, but I can say that John Lennon is alive and he died, and I can talk about something. And I'm right now thinking of creating something which is creating that he goes to God. I can be God. What? Why not? I simply can establish a conversation with John Lennon and what he said to God, and that can be the conversation. And I'm thinking out loud. I have never think that, and it's quite peculiar because he probably didn't believe in God. So I will have to create it with it, and he's here. It was with now shoes, and this is the reason he died because he made this thing with 13 songs, and the guy complained about it, and he killed him because maybe the reason he killed him is because his gum was made of aluminium, and this is why he killed him, and he has schizophrenia. I have had schizophrenia, and I didn't want to kill no one. Yoko Ono wants to kill him, but he hasn't passed through. I don't believe that John Lennon wants to kill someone. I don't. I think I meet once Yoko Ono, and the conversation with Yoko Ono was peculiar. And I'm going to title this book, this video, John Lennon. It was about other things. People say I'm John Lennon because I don't have maternal relationship. The relationship was with my grandma, and she's relation with was his aunt. And I maybe have two kids who is 16 or 18 or whatever. And I had it when I was 12 or 13. And the truth is, I have it because he didn't want to have the kids with. And a Christmas of long time ago, when I started having puberty, I donated in a cup. And she told me, "Why don't you put cup in the cup?" And I didn't want to have kids with her because I didn't like her. So it's not a molesting, I think, because I wasn't raped physically. I was raped mentally, and I have been raped several times in my life when I was a kid because all the kids in school believe I wear women clothes, and a teacher told me, and they stopped raping me because a teacher gave me underwear, and she probably buy the underwear because I remember it was new, and my mother didn't give me the clothes because she wants a kid, but she doesn't want to take care of it. She wants the glamorous part of saying that she has a kid, and she's watching probably because she watched my vlog right now, and she called me every time I make a video or every time I do something, and he comes lately to this house and talks about everything. And my father is seeing a psycholog. I don't know his name. I think it's a woman because what she's have to say. Maybe it's my computer science teacher or the husband of the computer science teacher or whatever, or her wife or something crazy. And I don't know. I don't feel I want to open a therapy. I want to create something like my cousin wants to create, which is a cycle for €2, not a cycle for €200, which costs normally a consumption. And I will give a movie to people of something that I haven't thought about what I'm going to give. And I will talk about my relationship with people, and will watch my videos in TV of my work, and they will talk with me, and I will put a coin section for tips, and I will put in the bank. I think I'm going to do this, and it's crazy. I'm going to write my bank account number, and I'm going to put a movie, and I'm gonna put the blinds up and put a movie talking about anything. What I need is a TV. I have a TV here from my business, and I will probably need, but the TV is not auto set or anything. TV costs money. I will have to fix everything. I think I'm going to create that. Not a God relationship, is a cycle or relationship. And that relationship is conversation with people. And people will talk with me, and I will talk through there. And I will talk as priests talk. And they do talk, believe me, because I have went to priest, and they talk about what is the perspective of a person who died. I will talk about the perspective of myself, and I will create a blog that I will probably upload on YouTube, and I can get more money. And I will need an internet connection, but who needs an internet connection nowadays when you can put it in the screen who costs €30? Uh, but who finds a frame for putting pictures? And I'm going to put my bank account on this frame for saying things. And my father is gonna say it's bad, and I'm gonna leave there with my life, and I'm gonna fix bags. That's my idea. And I'm gonna ask people to create content with competitions, and every day I will post what people have to say about the war, and I will teach people if they don't know how to create content. And I will call my business Kinohihon, and it has copyright, and is right now it has, and people will pass by and hear the conversation, or they can watch it inside with a screen, and we can talk about the movie or what we have to say, because I don't want to hear two words about everything. I want to have a conversation like I used to have with a guy who was called Eric Tor, and I love him a lot, but he decided to skip with me because we live far away, and I never had a relationship like that, and I regret it. I think he lives in Denmark, even though maybe he doesn't live in Denmark, and his name is Eric Edward Tor, and his identity was, I think I met him once, but he didn't want to talk to me. I met it in Portugal, him, and I forget everything. And I haven't had a boyfriend like him. And I try to find someone who looks like him, and unsucceed. And I want to find the person who loves me for what I say, not for how I look. And maybe you are the one, Marius, or all the people I'm trying to have a relationship with, that they deny because we believe it's safer to have a relationship with someone I don't know, and it's not even themselves. So bye.